It was one of those bitterly cold winter evenings when the world feels silent and still, the kind of night where the snowflakes fall so gently they almost seem afraid to touch the ground. John, a single dad of one, was driving home from his late shift when his headlights caught something at the corner of the bus stop, a small figure sitting alone on the bench, barely moving. He slowed down, thinking maybe it was just someone waiting for the next bus. But then he saw her tiny shoulders trembling and her head drooping forward. His heart froze. It wasn't just someone, it was a little girl, all alone in the snow. Before we continue, if stories like this touch your heart, make sure to subscribe to Kindness Lights. We share real, inspiring stories that remind us how one small act of kindness can change someone's world. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Your support helps spread light where it's needed most. John pulled over, threw on his hazard lights, and ran toward the girl. She couldn't have been more than 7 or 8, her purple coat dusted with snow and her hands red from the cold. "Hey there, sweetheart," he said softly, kneeling beside her. "Are you okay? Where's your mom or dad?" The girl looked up slowly, her lips pale and trembling. I don't know," she whispered, tears freezing on her cheeks. "I'm waiting for my mom, but she didn't come." John's stomach tightened. The bus stop was nearly deserted, and there hadn't been a bus in over an hour. He noticed how thin her gloves were, how she shivered even as she tried to stay strong. He gently took off his own coat and wrapped it around her. "Let's get you warm, okay? My car's right over there. I'll call someone to help." She nodded weakly, too cold to protest. Inside the car, John turned up the heat and handed her a small thermos from his lunch bag. "It's just cocoa," he said. "My daughter loves it." "What's your name?" "Lily," she murmured. "Well, Lily, I'm John," he said with a smile. "And you're safe now." As she sipped the cocoa, she began to talk in soft, broken sentences. Her mom had dropped her off at the bus stop that afternoon, telling her to wait while she went to get something from the store. But she never came back. The daylight had faded into night, and Lily had waited, too scared to leave, too cold to move. John's heart ached. He thought of his own daughter, Emma, who was the same age as Lily. The idea of her being out in the cold like that, it was unbearable. He called the police to report what he'd found, but when they arrived and started asking Lily questions, her tiny body tensed up. She clung to John's sleeve like he was the only safe thing in the world. The officers said they'd try to locate her mother, but for now, they needed to take Lily somewhere warm. John didn't want to let go. "Can I stay with him?" Lily asked the officer quietly. "Please." The officer hesitated, then looked at John. "She's clearly comfortable with you. If you're willing to stay with her for a bit, we'll see what we can do." John nodded immediately. "Of course. Whatever she needs." That night, he brought Lily home. Emma was already asleep, but when she woke up the next morning and saw Lily sitting at their breakfast table, she grinned. "Hi. Do you want some pancakes?" For the first time, Lily smiled, a small, shy smile that warmed the whole kitchen. Over the next few days, the police searched for Lily's mother but couldn't find her. It turned out the mother had been struggling, no steady job, no family support, and no place to stay. She had left Lily at the bus stop out of desperation, hoping someone kind would find her before the cold did. John couldn't stop thinking about it. Every time he looked at Lily, he saw a reflection of his own daughter and the fragility of life. He thought about how easily it could have been Emma if circumstances had been different. He talked to child services, offering to care for Lily temporarily until they could find a permanent solution. The social worker hesitated but agreed after seeing how comfortable Lily was with him and Emma. The next few weeks were filled with small moments that changed all their lives. Lily started to laugh again, especially when Emma shared her toys or made up silly songs before bedtime. John found himself cooking extra pancakes every morning and packing 2 lunch boxes instead of 1. His home, once quiet and lonely since his wife passed away 2 years earlier, was now filled with laughter again. One night, after tucking both girls into bed, John sat by the window, watching the snow fall. He thought about Lily's mother, where she might be, what pain had driven her to that heartbreaking decision. Instead of anger, he felt compassion. Life could break people in ways that weren't always visible. Maybe what the world needed most wasn't judgment, but understanding. A week later, Child Services called. They had found Lily's mother. She was safe, staying at a women's shelter, and had asked to see her daughter. Lily was nervous, but John promised to go with her. When they arrived, Lily's mother burst into tears, hugging her tightly. "I'm so sorry," she cried. "I thought I was doing what was best. I didn't know what else to do." John felt tears sting his eyes. Lily looked up at her mom, then back at him. "It's okay, Mommy," she said softly. "Mr. John helped me. He's really nice." Her mother reached out and took John's hand. "Thank you," she whispered.